Saturday was inspiring. Back-to-back games. The Giants where they hadn't before, and Richmond in a circumstance they hadn't faced for a decade.
It's right up there. I'm not going to deny it.
It was a great win. There's no doubt about that.
First ever victory over the Cats at GMHBA Stadium.
We've won some finals, big finals games, which is good. But no, it's a fantastic home and away win. I mean, you know the story. We're down one man in the first 10 minutes with Wardy. You know, there was a bit of a sinking feeling in amongst the bench there for probably 5 or 10 minutes just to realise what's happened. You clearly see it affected the players for a bit, but they were determined to, you know, just get on with the game, and they did, and they really stood tall when they had to.
Well, this is as big a win as it gets for Richmond in home and away football. They've won a grand final just 2 years ago, but this is mighty.
You come over here against a quality opposition, their home deck, hostile environment, and have some young players in, some inexperience, but yeah, we sort of built it up as an exciting opportunity for our boys, and we set that scene pretty early in the week, and they delivered.
The swelling sense of pride in two coaches after achieving their mission. So let's do the Giants first. And they had adversity to work through on the day, so we'll get to Callum Ward in a moment.
Yep.
The midfield power, the class, the cleanliness in what they do, and then the capacity to score through their makeshift pair up front with Finlayson going to join Cameron.
He's more than makeshift.
Yeah, he is.
Finlayson.
That wasn't really... I don't imagine that was nailed in the planning 6 months ago, but there it is. And then their nerve at the end, and that was... I thought their nerve through the last sort of 6 or 7 minutes.
It's interesting you say that. I can understand why you say that, because a lot of teams go to Geelong and crack under the intensity. I actually thought after quarter time, there wasn't nerve. The Giants just dominated the game. So in the last quarter, the Cats, hang on, they were putting the foot to the throat. It was a very rare event at Geelong where a team was hungrier, better used the ball, had more dominating forwards, had extra numbers at the contact. All those things that we see Geelong have at Geelong, the Giants had. If this game went on and on, they would have just blown them away. It was a really powerful performance. You know, did you think that the Giants, or did you rate them as high as you do right now? As you did at the start of the season?
I thought they were still in it, but they had that notionally hard draw through the first 6 weeks, and they look every inch a premiership contender. So
they look hard. They're a hard team.
And they're still so classy in the middle. There's a tendency to obsess over what's not there.
Lachie Whitfield. Lachie Whitfield. What a player. What a player.
And then they lived through a lot on the day, didn't they? Because Callum Ward went early and he ended up being sort of a source of inspiration as well. But this was a wretched 10 minutes of reality TV.
Yeah, when he was on the bench crying. Callum Ward, again, it's a cliche, Jared, but it's hard not to describe. Callum Ward plays football in the manner in which every male, certainly, and every female would like to play on. Hard, tough, fair, brave, never whinges, never dirty. He's actually a great ambassador and has been for the Giants. And to see him crying on the bench, that was really hard to take. It really was hard to take. And as the day unfolded and the news kept on coming through, it looks like it's an ACL, there's an acceptance pretty quick. And then for them to win, and I want to congratulate Cal Ward for talking to Brad Johnson. And Brad Johnson was really, really good after the game for Fox Footy. And to see the photos taken by the various media organisations of their teammates hugging Callum Ward, I know that happens. I know it happens at other games. But this is Cal Ward. There's something different about Cal Ward. When Stephen Coniglio was talking and was nearly crying, man, I'm thinking, what a person this person is to that football club and to these people. So, going to miss the year. I don't think Cal Ward will be forgotten this year.
And then Richmond lived the mantra, you've got to play hurt. As without the big four, it was set for a bold stand, and a bold stand is what they produced at the Adelaide Oval. Grimes was central to it, and Edwards carried himself as captain, and Lynch paid his way. throw in first gamers. This was everybody answering what's the cliche? It opens up opportunity, and we sit there and go, nah,
It
not
does,
without those
though.
blokes. And then you watch it, and you go, oh, yeah. That's
I
right.
wrote about St Kilda. Oh, everyone's going, St Kilda can't win. I wrote a column about this. Richo's message to St Kilda is about opportunity. It's amazing how many times kids take opportunity and say, oh, how fun's this? That was awesome. It was awesome to watch. Talking about interviews, King speaking to Damien Hardwick,
Yeah.
coming in on, oh, that was... You could see Hardwick's pride in the group going over on the road. It was just magical. Dylan Grimes, the Tigers have been screaming out for Dylan Grimes to be an All-Australian the last 2 years because they said he's just so underrated. He was just magnificent. Jack Ross in his first game. Bolter, I think, runs around like a chook without a head sometimes. I really do. I look at him, I think, I don't even know what Bolter... I don't know if Bolter knows what he's doing, but he just does it, you know, and Sydney Stack, they all made mistakes. They were kicking them out in the full. Yeah. It was a glorious day of football. We've got Kenny coming up, haven't we?
Yep.
I don't think Port did a lot wrong. I just don't... It was seesawing a bit.
Right.
They just didn't do enough right. And if they had maybe Charlie Dixon the square like Richmond had Tom Lynch, it might have been a different result. But they were two great games on Saturday afternoon.